Welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Kira.
I'm Barb.
And I'm Dre.
Today we're gonna have Freestyle Sunday, meaning that everybody gonna talk about whatever comes in their mind. What we starting out with, Dre?
Yeah, start with me.
Start with me then.
Yeah, start with me.
I want to know why men love labeling women when we all do the same thing. Why does society put a label on us? I feel like it's unfair. I don't like it. And I think that, I understand if you a hoe, you a hoe. If you a trick, you a trick. But if it's something that we all agree upon doing, why do we got to attach a name to it?
Let me start on this one. Okay, when you go water your grass, what they call that thing that you turn on the side of the house and you water out of? It's a water hose, right? Mm-hmm. Everything in life got to have a name. That way you understand exactly what it is. So if you call a woman a whore, that means she sell pussy or she's a prostitute, whatever. But you got to have an understanding. So if a woman tell you, I'm a lady of leisure, I'm a whore, you be like, okay, I know what she do. If she say, I just be hustling, you don't know what the fuck you mean. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta attach some type of label to it. Now it's all about being respectful or disrespectful with the.
And so I think it's a disrespect thing, because once you label somebody as a hoe, I just feel like once you agree, if you and a person agree upon having sex with each other, and it's a financial decision, and you say, here, I'm gonna throw you don't even know what she need that money for. Maybe she doesn't do it all the time. Maybe she's doing this because she. What the hell is y'all laughing at? And I'm serious. Damn it. Maybe this young lady back is against the wall, and this is just something she has to lean on doing. This is a business transaction. It's not nothing she might.
She a part-time
She
hoe.
work.
She on the clock and off the clock.
No, she's not a hoe at all, damn it. She's a person whose back is against the wall. She might have to get some food for her kids. She might have to get gas money. Whatever this young lady has to do, she's gonna do it. And so when people go, I heard, some people went over there, oh, my character is attacked and nobody's going to make me be a certain type of way. And, a hoe is a hoe and this and that. I mean, I just say don't label people because you don't know people's situations. And then, like I said, they may not do it all the time.
You got
a hoe does things all the time. A hoe, this is her profession. This is what she do.
So what's the difference when a person go on the corner and sell drugs? You think he want to say, well, I'm not a drug dealer, but I wake up every day, cut up rocks, and go in the corner and sell them?
Well,
you are who you are. You just got to accept who you are.
He's a funny money hustler.
He's a businessman.
I'm a pharmacist.
He's a businessman selling candy to the people out on the streets.
Well, Barb, I'm gonna tell you this. To your point,
I just don't like the labeling.
Like I keep saying, you don't like things to be put in perspective.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's not. It's in perspective. I don't have a problem with that, but don't call me a hoe.
I think, like I said, you go to the dictionary. Just look it up.
I don't have to go to no damn dictionary and look it up. I know what a hoe is, prostitute, and everything. But what I'm saying is, if I'm doing something,
it's touchy for who?
It ain't touchy for nobody. I'm just saying. Shut the fuck up. It ain't touchy, nigga. I'm just saying, if I choose to do whatever I want to do for some cash, just call me who I am. All right, Barb, cool. Don't be
if you selling pussy for money, you are a hoe.
Might see
so
me
the guy be like, man, did you see that hoe? I just left that hoe.
See that?
I know what you just did. You bought some pussy from her. That's just, to me, that's just part of it. I don't see no way.
Whatever. I just, whatever.
Yeah, Barb. See, I think, Barb, you don't like accountability.
It has nothing to do with accountability.
It is.
So what makes you a hoe? Your body count or selling pussy
your actions.
For a price?
What
makes you a hoe?
For money makes you a hoe.
Your actions make you a hoe? What if she just very sexual in nature? What if she just like to have sex?
She free-spirited?
Yeah, what if she just like to have sex?
What if
she loves to have sex?
Okay, and she like to have sex with a lot of different men, and she ain't charging, she a slut.
She's a hoe.
She's a slut.
Oh, she's a slut.
Now, if she's selling...
So hoes get paid, sluts get nothing.
That's right. Sluts usually, they'll fuck anybody, they just like doing it. Or pretty much nothing. You go bring her some Coney Island, some cheeseburgers.
Is that in the dictionary? A slut gets nothing?
A slut enjoys...
It's your definition. It's in the dictionary. Slut receives anything. I don't understand what you be talking about,
sluts get nothing, hoes get nothing.
Yeah, this is his definition.
Well, sluts like to get screwed by a lot of different men, so she's just a slut.
Hoes do too.
Well, the hoes usually get paid.
They still screwing
on the corner hoeing. If you're on the corner hoeing, you're
sluts don't be on the corner.
And you don't have to always be on the corner to be no hoe or nothing.
Well, you can be in the house, they can come to your house. You're right, Barb. But a hoe,
a slut is a woman who has many casual sexual partners. Wait a minute, now let's find out what a hoe is. Cause
a hoe is a tool, Barb. She allows herself to be used.
No, that's your definition. You always want to give you. We don't want your definition.
I don't even give you the thing.
Yes, it do. Wait a minute.
So after we look this up, Barb, we don't want no more. We gotta call things what it is.
Shut up.
So what's the man who?
He a trick.
Men are tricks or what?
John.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like
so what about the man that just out here just throwing it everywhere? What is he considered?
He's a slut.
Man could be
Now see that?
Or Jangalang.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jangalang.
Okay, they don't. I corrected. They don't call us a hoe. Whatever.
Look at you separate her real quick, bro. You're like, I ain't want her now.
Shut up. They don't call women well, see, people give that now. Let's not have, we get money now. But see, men feel like if they give you any type of money for anything, you consider a hoe.
You're right.
No.
Well,
if I give you some money.
Okay, wait a minute. A whore
is
a female prostitute. Mm-hmm. Same thing, who has a lot of sexual partners.
No, a slut is not a prostitute. A slut is like to have it's for her. She's addicted to sex. She'll fuck anybody for any reason. She don't have to get paid.
Shit.
Now a hoe gonna get paid.
It's business.
So it's best to be a hoe
versus a slut.
Okay.
Yep,
so
that was my freestyle.
Ladies,
I think ladies, hey, I don't judge you. If
well,
you out here
need
doing whatever you need to do.
Ladies, don't do it.
Hey.
I disagree.
If you
ladies,
do what you gotta
tell you, most of the sluts is the light skin.
As long as you ain't my kid.
And the ones that
I'm current.
You hear me? As long as you ain't my kid.
And the ones that judge you, ladies, are the ones who see when people see. I don't judge people for what they do. Do whatever you want to do. That's your business. But then you got some people out here who, everybody don't come from the same background, so everybody don't get the same support from everybody.
Who cares where she come from?
You know what I'm saying?
Can I buy some pussy or not? I don't care if your mom is a lawyer or your mom is a crackhead.
Okay,
if you tell
think about it. That motherfucker, what's his name? The actor. His daughter is a porn star.
Who?
Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
Is she? Well, that's what she.
See what I'm saying? So it don't matter what type of background you come from. You are who you are.
Dre, you ain't never asked a girl. So what's your background?
Do you think it's a learned behavior?
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Do you think that it's a learned behavior or just where they fell into?
No,
that's when they rebel.
I think a lot of sluts been molested or something. Usually they was damaged as a child because for a woman to have a high sex drive,
it can be taught too.
It's not normal. How you gonna teach a high sex drive, bro?
I mean, she said it's it could be a learned behavior too. Is you might watch your mama going around sleeping with it.
So most strippers are either sluts or hoes, right?
Hell no.
I disagree.
Well, I think they both for mixed.
I met a few strippers that was not about that life at all, and I done saw motherfuckers put thousands in front of them, and they wasn't bugging.
Some of them go just to pay for school, and some of them.
I know somebody that's stripping.
A lot of them say I'm doing this because they're in school. Not all of them.
I think the first 6 months they have some morals.
Well, you know,
but if
that's
she ain't got longer than 6 months. After a while,
she loves that shit.
Well, she for sale.
Oh, she getting good money.
She getting good money.
Well, she's still a hoe though, Barb. She's selling herself. Back to the hoe.
It's still a transaction.
Yeah, she's still a hoe.
Even if a nigga
A
ain't
hoe is
fucking,
somebody
nigga
who
gonna finger
does
you.
it all the time. A businesswoman, someone who
Man, Dre, come on. She rubbing. We ain't been to the titty bar. She rubbing and grinding on you. I don't want her grabbing her little nasty pussy on my leg. I don't want her rubbing on me, none of that.
Coming out smell like bad.
Well, who got the
they got the same smell too.
That was my question.
Who got another question?
Well, my question is, should a man be able to ask a woman to remove tattoos that she had
from
prior to? Yes.
You can, but she don't have to do it.
That's almost kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
See
well, my question is, why are you asking her to remove you finna marry her?
Because I'm hitting her doggy style and I'm looking at the big ass sign.
Are y'all about to get
Bill.
married? Are y'all about to get married or something?
Well,
I think it depends on the situation. Because if y'all just dating, I don't think you have a choice.
I think it's foolish for a woman to tattoo a man's name on her if she's not married to him.
Okay.
I disagree. I
think it depends on the reason too. Like maybe she tattooed.
Yeah, but look what it does does to her now.
But maybe she tattooed the man's name on her because he passed away or something like that. Maybe it's bigger than the picture.
But when you're asking her to remove it, you would have to require a stronger reason to why just because you getting that from the back.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm tired of looking at it. And you know what? And as a man, and she keeps saying, well, he won't stay hard. See, a lot of women that sit up here, a lot of women with
Why you focusing on the name?
I can't. If I'm in the doggy style and I'm looking at Jimmy.
How do we go from the tattoo to the penis?
Well, if you're looking at another man's name, my penis won't stay hard. If I'm looking at Kevin, I can't stay hard looking at Kevin.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
It's a turn on.
I dated a chick back in the days, and you know, I'd be like, shit, I'd be wanting to turn the lights on, I'd be wanting to see. I was hitting her from the back. And she got Big Mike, like right there, right above her ass.
This ain't Big Mike.
All I got to think is, damn, I wonder where Big Mike is right now. Boy, Big Mike could be mad right about now. But my thing, I don't trip off that ball because you have to have, and you know, I'm secure with myself. I don't give a fuck what the last nigga did. When I come through, I feel like I'm going to treat her to a certain level where she's not thinking about this nigga no more. So see,
I can't really take her serious. You know what I'm saying? And if I give her an opportunity, and I'm going to mention it only one time, I said, well, babe, what you gonna do about that tattoo? Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it.
You just started hitting her?
Well, I'm talking. See, my
if you just dating her,
if it's 6 months and I'm feeling her, if I don't care about her,
you want a relationship that's
I wouldn't get in the relationship with a woman that got a tattoo.
So you shouldn't ask her to take the tattoo.
Well, I'm gonna give her an opportunity to fix it. I'm gonna let her know. So what you gonna do about that tattoo?
She gonna do shit.
That's right, and she's gonna say right where she at. We gonna
pay for her to remove it off.
Would you pay for it?
I would pay for a cover.
Oh, well, that's what's up.
Only what, $200, $100?
Depends how big that motherfucker is.
And what you covering for? You might not be with her.
She gonna need a big ass alligator to get
I'm like, Dre, I kind of agree with Dre. What you covering up on? What you care if you don't even plan on being with her no time?
Even if I plan on being with her, I'm secure about myself.
So you would make a woman, you would make a female your woman, and she got Kevin going across her chest.
I'm not tripping off that, bro. Because
you know
what I'm gonna be thinking? Kevin ain't here, and he ain't getting the work.
Yeah, but she's still representing Kevin with you.
I ain't tripping.
But you don't know, like
she stabbed back Kevin.
She stabbed.
If she walking around, just say like she divorced or she whatever the fuck she got. If she wearing a wedding ring and she's single now, and we out together and we now something like that. Oh, why you wearing a motherfucking ring from your last nigga? That shit different because that's visible.
Yeah,
but see, Dre, I look at it like this.
Can't nobody see that if you got clothes on.
You take her to the beach and y'all walking hand in hand, nigga walking past you. What's up, Kevin? You like, I ain't Kevin. But damn, your woman say Kevin. She got Kevin tattooed across her breast.
See,
you ain't Kevin though.
You looking too far ahead.
See that kind of stuff bothers me. I don't want that type of misleading evidence there. Yeah, you got Keith going across your neck. So you want me to romance
first off,
kiss on your neck? I'm kissing Keith.
First off, I'm not dating nobody with tattoos on their neck and face and all that shit.
But so you have to remove it.
That's no. First off, I'm not even gonna date her. I might jump off the top rope, but to me that's too much. The most I can see is like when women had a little heart or something behind their ear. To me, all this shit
I saw you said
that's too hood. I'm a hood nigga. I don't want a hood woman. I want somebody that's more a little laid back, a little elegant. Cause if I'm Bonnie, Clyde, and we all together, it's too much gangster shit. That means it's always gonna be this headbutt. I don't want nobody that we gotta be like Rams. We bumping heads all the time. Somebody gotta lead. Somebody always gotta follow. You see what I'm saying? That's just
so. Karen, let me ask you this: Would you date a guy and he got Samantha going across here?
No, he gotta take that off.
He said dating.
Not if we just dating, but once we get serious.
Yeah, 6-7 months in.
What if you say before I do this, just say like y'all so serious that y'all even thinking about marriage. What if he say, you know what, if we get married, then I'll take it off. Would that be acceptable for you? Or it need to be did before?
It gotta be done before that. It has to be done.
I think
that's a level of respect.
Once we make it official that we together and we move it to that next level, that got to come off. I'm gonna pay for that to come off.
All right.
cover off something. That got to come out. I'm not walking around with Samantha.
Would you date a guy, he got Samantha tattooed?
I don't give a damn because we ain't married and we might break up, and then I made you take somebody else's name off your neck that may have been sentimental to you. Shit, I don't know why Samantha on your neck. So my thing, if we ain't married, I don't give a shit. But when we get ready to get married and make it, take it off then. But if we dating, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I ain't gonna lie, like, to me, to put a tattoo.
I think it's married because you don't even know what some people do it just for, but it could be sentimental. You really don't even know why it's on there. I think the neck and all that is kind of. I'm like Dre. I don't like the neck and stuff like that. But if you got somewhere covered up the arm, but who am I to ask anybody to take anything off?
I saw a chick had tattoos around her mouth, eyelid.
Oh yeah, some of them.
And I grabbed her by her mouth. I said, it must be Paul Mouth. I forgot what the name. I swear to God, I forgot the name she had on that motherfucker.
On her mouth?
That's like right here, like what mustache. I say, damn. Name everywhere, like literally like a Gucci bag. Nigga had his name tattooed on.
One gal, just different.
That must be.
Now, I think that's like a sickness when girls have different gas tattooed all over their body. I knew a girl. I knew a girl who had 4 gas tattooed on her.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn,
that's a classroom.
Like
I don't even get
she
my
had like Mike, Joe,
and
she was like, well, I keep them on like she said something like it's in the books or something. I said, but you tattoo your body.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I've never tattooed.
I seen a woman with a tattoo ring around her.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But now you would have got. What you gonna do about that? You didn't tattoo the ring on. How you gonna remove that?
That ain't the real one.
Cover it up.
Nah, cover that with your real ring.
Right, put a little tribal.
No,
yeah. So now he dating her. He had to buy a real ring to cover up the tattoo.
No, she can go for a rubber ring. Say something like Amazon and just put them on.
I just think women make a lot of dumb decisions.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, them tattoos on the neck.
Yeah, I
told your brother don't do that. Don't get it on his neck. He was saying about getting a tattoo. I said don't do it. You're gonna mess your life up.
I've never tattooed a woman.
Your neck and all that stuff.
These are the tattoos I got. The Taylor Street. Only the strong survive, and then I took some Jimmy Dean said.
I don't even got my kids.
He said poverty was his greatest motivation, so I had
they might switch up.
I'm not putting the woman's name on me because we might.
Hey, they might love me today, hate me 5 years ago. Ain't nobody name going on me. The only person name on me is my mother.
You've never tattooed a man's name on you?
Never.
You seem like you would.
Nope.
She seem like she would.
I don't know. I just get that ball. Like when I be saying shit, I be getting vibes. Everything I say is from a vibe. She seems like she would give me that vibe.
A lot of people think a whole lot about me, but y'all would be surprised.
Yeah.
But no, I've never had a man name tattooed on me. Like I said, I don't even have my children's name tattooed on me.
You just ain't had the right nigga. The
only person. Now, if I get married, I may.
I don't even think y'all gotta get married. You just ran across.
So you saying she just ain't had the right type of sex to get?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with sex.
It's
not all about.
Listen, you know why it's always about sex? Motherfuckers is doing shit now like. Motherfuckers into spitting in each other's mouth. To me, I don't see what's sexual about it.
That's crazy, bro.
You
ever spit in a nigga mouth?
No, that ain't right to me, bro. Because if she allow me to spit,
you ever spit in her?
Why are you talking to when you're spitting in her mouth?
No, it ain't the same.
No, I'm talking about
when motherfuckers open their mouth and your shit. That's what they doing now. To me, that's crazy. And motherfucker, one of my partners told me like, man, I cried at her and I spit in her mouth. I say, for real? And all I'm thinking, I'm not getting no sexual out of it.
I don't even want no woman spit on my penis.
See, that's different.
I think if a woman spit on your penis is disrespectful.
Nah, that means she nasty.
No, I ain't talking about.
She probably doing it because it need to be
No, I'm talking about spit.
Right.
I know the level of disrespect. I know when you lubing me up and when you sit up and being low key disrespectful.
She ain't being disrespectful. She being nasty.
She just might be nasty.
No, I know when you disrespectful.
You smacked her.
I smacked the chick for spitting on my dick before.
Oh my god.
You should have bought her rose.
See, Dre, you looking at it like for the fun part of it. See, my thing is, I'm always thinking, and you acting like you really don't want to do it. So you know what?
Yeah. Your dick in her mouth. How disrespectful is that?
Listen, my dick gonna do this because now you being disrespectful.
My shit go.
So do y'all think when it comes to sex that every person has a different, you know how people be like, well, my head game this, my head game that, but when you go to another person, every person has a different desire. Like everybody likes different things. So I think when it comes to sex, you have to take the time to learn people's bodies, and I think it's yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
You do.
You gotta know your person.
You gotta learn.
If a girl can suck penis, she can suck penis.
I don't know. This is what I'm
When you go crazy, you go crazy all across the board.
A lot of girls don't like crazy sex.
They do. They just
No,
ain't
they
have
don't.
it.
A lot of girls don't like all that crazy.
If a nigga, listen, you know what I learned? This is what I learned. If a motherfucker, you got cars, you got what you got, regular, mid, and you got premium. Motherfuckers used to regular. Once you give them that mid and premium, they don't
want to go
regular no more.
So that's just like that's just like girls who say guys with the big. Oh, he got a big. No niggas with big dicks can't fuck.
But then you have a big dick and go crazy.
A lot of people with big penises cannot have sex.
It ain't gotta be chemistry. I ain't gotta like you to fuck the dog shit out of you. And then I'll be like, all right.
Also, you get your all and don't even like them.
Listen, listen.
You better be careful.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is real. I done talked about this shit a million times. If a man go through and halfway ass doing the sex, just say it's something, you ain't even got a woman, you got a woman, whatever the fuck, you halfway ass sex. It's very unlikely that you're gonna get a part 2.
So you gotta
you gotta go crazy the first time.
Oh, you talking perform?
For her to be like, God damn, that nigga went so crazy.
I gotta go.
That's why a lot of guys they'll take a Cialis, they'll take a Viagra, or they'll take whatever, some honey, because they want to enhance it. They want to enhance it because they're like, you know what, she gonna call me back.
Hold on, not just that.
At an early age that have to take
that's like saying women.
Listen, not just that. A lot of niggas is not going crazy. I'm thumbing the ass, smacking across the face with this motherfucker. You know.
Nigga, Barry get turned on.
I did not encourage behavior.
Listen,
he said
a lot of motherfuckers, you gotta realize, if a woman ain't never got
I'm talking crazy.
Listen, if a woman ain't never got the thumb, you smack it across the face with the dick, and this nigga just straight up.
So you pretty much slutting her out. You saying slutting her out.
If you slutting her out, and this nigga straight up, what they call that shit, that he's straight missionary, and you out here making her the best porn star ever, she gonna love you.
Well, women like to get fucked like prostitutes. They want to get took through that.
You see how y'all talk?
Well, women
don't like to be slutted out in the bedroom.
You want niggas?
No.
Bob, you want a man to put you in at least 3-4 different positions.
You know.
No, what I'm trying to say, I'm saying I be slutted out with mine, but I'm saying all women don't. But what I'm saying is that when you're not theirs, I mean, all girls don't like.
No, we didn't say we not talking about it.
No, we saying a man should slut your woman out. You better slut her out with somebody else.
And how the fuck you think you become the woman or the man? Somebody gotta slut you out for the attraction to even start. Because if this nigga bring you that womp, you like, man, that's Kevin. Send this nigga straight to voice.
That's how you get a preference. You like, this nigga gonna take me down through there. This nigga is going to get mediocre sex. Women likes to get fucked. You want to be fucked in 4-5 different positions. You want a man. You want to feel like, you know what? Hey, I'm satisfied.
So do you think a man should fuck his woman or make love to his woman?
I think a man should fuck his woman.
I think he should do both.
Well, you know what, Dre? So what is making love to your woman?
Being sensual. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, listen, to me, making love is putting your mouth on a woman. You don't fuck a woman and put your mouth on her. It's a difference. If I'm fucking you, for me, nigga, if I'm fucking you, I'm not eating your pussy. If I'm fucking you, because you gotta realize, if I'm fucking you, I'm sharing. If I'm fucking you, I'm sharing you with other niggas.
That's a different.
Now, when you making love, you putting your mouth on her. You might be sucking toes and all that other shit because that's yours.
These young niggas not eating pussy. They just assholes.
I'm talking about. I can't speak for them other niggas.
So what is making love to you, Bart?
I like foreplay. A little foreplay in it, you know. Yeah.
Fucking your asshole.
Fucking not coming for it. Yeah.
So you prefer foreplay?
I like foreplay. When you going straight into sex, it's no foreplay. When you fucking, you getting straight to the point. But foreplay is more like you.
It depends on my mom. Like if I'm off tequila, I ain't got time to make.
Yeah, we ain't. You right.
Nah, we at home, we Netflixing and chilling, and you know we start doing a little foreplay. Then I know we about to go into some love, and then it might turn into, you know, fucking. Yeah, I do both. I like.
Yeah, you must keep something. I think all you need is keep a bottle of that lube in your top drawer.
For the asshole.
Lube.
The lube right off the wrist.
What you need lube
So your
Because I don't
asshole.
want to go through all the foreplay.
Oh, you talking about for her pussy?
No,
Get
just
her
take
shit
it
moved
and
up.
what? And now you can just and you ready.
You slap the lube
On your
back.
pussy.
Right up a pussy. Just
You don't need lube.
well, she like how you say on the foreplay.
If you on
I don't
foreplay,
like
your shit
foreplay.
ain't gonna be wet.
It should
like
be.
foreplay.
It should be, not all the time.
Normally, y'all shit get wet when a nigga saying something, y'all rubbing feet, or he do something to get you wet.
Yeah, that's-
if y'all just sitting up there watching TV, your shit should
That
just
lube
Well,
is
if you're
big.
in the mood, it will. It will be popping.
Well, you
off.
gotta think.
If you right.
You gotta think.
That depends on that woman's drive.
Yeah, it
Like
depends.
some women,
But
don't
then
take
I
it.
would be offended. You came out with a thing of
Right,
lube, talking about
slapping all that.
slapping
Hey,
all her
slide
back.
that. Hey,
Shit,
the top drawer slide out.
slap the shit out of you when you come out. What the
Hey,
fuck
listen.
wrong with you? Wow, that's an insult.
Because right now, the foreplay to me, it just to me that's like jump starting, and it's just so time consuming. And you know what? All women, especially when a woman reach 40 with this early
It's not you
menopause.
just ain't time consuming. It might just take a little bite on the neck. Gotta know that spot. A little bite on the neck.
Or you take a little squirt in the
This shit
hand.
ain't working.
Is she ready? Is she ready? You done brought out the Vaseline.
What about
and
him? How
shit.
you gonna get him ready? That bite on the neck don't
Ain't
work for
gonna
old
do it.
niggas
Well,
like
they
me.
know.
I'm
Yeah,
old
they
as
know.
hell.
Yeah, they know. You know how to get your man
Get
ready.
your motorcycle all around that motherfucker.
Start pitching on this nigga.
No man, when you pitch on this nipple, what the fuck you doing?
That shit don't
No,
work. That ain't gonna get a nigga ready.
You got to more than pitching
You
on the
have to
nipple.
you have to pull this motherfucker through the pajama hole and peekaboo that motherfucker.
What is the next question? So we
Okay, let me see. What do y'all think about
Put
spinning?
that Smurf head in your mouth.
this will not air. Cause you always got to be extra.
Okay, so what y'all think about? What y'all think about spinning the block? Like being with somebody, you break up with them, y'all go about y'all business, live y'all life.
Bad idea.
What do you think about spinning the block? Do you think it's a great idea?
What you mean trying to go back for a relationship?
Do you think
or just
it's
sexual?
wise for someone to spin the block and go back, whether it be a couple years too later after y'all?
Well, I take that back.
Well, is it for a relationship
Yeah,
or just
relationship.
sexual?
Well, you spin the block meaning like if
spin
you
the
date
block
them
mean
and
you
you go
dated,
back
y'all
to them
broke
again.
up, you coming back because
Maybe
whatever it is.
6
Maybe
years
you want to
later.
finish them off. Maybe you think you mature and you want to really get that person
Me and
back.
Michael spent the block. Ain't no wrong with that. I used to date Michael and I dated Michael.
Yeah,
I'm leery about
I
that.
take
I
it
don't.
back.
I
But
don't
did you-
know.
I guess it depends
I'm
on who
leery
the
about
person
spinning the
is.
block. I think I give a guy one chance. You got one chance to
But people
make
grow
some
though.
shit happen. I get people
people
grow,
change.
but I don't know. Maybe it's just my mindset. I think about spin the block. They're trying to come back to finish me
So
off.
how long would you mean?
Well,
spin
you
the
know
block?
what? When you usually when you split a block, and if you meet a person like in your 30s or 40s, usually that person have matured from when they was in their 20s. So I get you if you young and you spinning the block. Let's say you was dating a guy at 17 and you messing with him again at 23. I don't think that's good because the reasons why you left him is. The reasons are still going to be valid.
It's still gonna be valid.
But if once you get older and you have settled down and you spin the block, now this person know you and they know a mistake. And usually older people can sit down and talk about what we went wrong at.
Was 6 or 7 months considered spinning the block? Because me and my girl broke up.
No, I don't think that's
We broke up
considered.
like 7
That's
months.
just a
together.
break.
No,
That's a
that
break.
was just a break.
So you
Spinning
talking
block
about
is
gotta
some
be some
years.
years.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Well,
like
spinning the
I
block,
ain't
you know
feeling
what? She ain't been with other men.
Cause see, if it's been so long time, I gotta add the what do you call it, girl math. We separated 5 years. I gotta add at least 5 bodies per year. That's like
Do that
Don't
bother
mean
you? Do that bother you?
Now where the hell you get that from, Dre?
see, that's being generous. So that's at least
Dre,
20.
you terrible.
Hey,
You
Dre,
bullshit.
do it
That's
bother you
even to
if
make
a
me
woman,
mad.
if you was spinning the
Good
block
on
and a
you.
woman said, well, you know what, since I've been with you, I've been with 7 different guys. Would that bother
ain't
you?
his business to know.
7 guys in 5 years not bad, but 7 guys a year, I got an issue with that.
So you
that's
do
like
have an
5
issue
niggas.
with the woman done with her vagina, even when y'all was on break.
It depends on how many niggas been up in that motherfucker. Cause a woman got a
But
to
you'll
me,
never know.
women have to meet that nigga and they gotta try to see where they gonna be at. So they may average 3 to 5 niggas a year.
No, that's a lot.
No, that's a lot of gas.
Would you
Listen.
care about
Hold
what
on,
a
hold on, hold on.
guy?
You gotta do a long. You gotta do a
I
long.
don't care.
You know how many women pull up on Facebook, they be like, oh my nigga, this and that. You know how many motherfuckers I see post multiple niggas in 1 year? At least 3, 4
I
years.
see that. That's bad.
So I'm not the only one. I know y'all
That's
see it too.
That's bad.
So that means
I wouldn't care what a woman do when I ain't with her. I wouldn't care.
yeah, but you gotta
you would
realize.
be-
Yes, you
Yes,
would.
you
You
would.
just said you need to know how many bodies when you meet.
if me and a woman was together, and we broke up and we went our separate ways, and I started dating other people, she started dating other people, and I decided to go ahead and review that again, I wouldn't care.
You don't want to know the body count? Not you,
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, he
Yeah, but see the body count. If I dated you, I know how you is. I know you like it in the butt, so I know niggas and toe that motherfucker up. So I already know. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm reviewing, I already know what I'm getting myself into.
You would not take her back.
Let me ask you a question.
I have dated women that
You spun the block.
yeah, spun the block.
You dated chicks.
Why did you spend the block?
Tell
me some of your reasons why you was spending the block.
Because I understand the maturity. You know what I'm saying? People have grown. You know what? We broke up because we was kids. You know what I'm saying? And then I know I can be jealous. I'm the type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? I sit outside your house and watch your house.
Yeah,
I'm the type of nigga
stalkish.
Man,
yeah, I'm stalkish. I sit in the backyard and look through the window.
Stalkish.
So I'm going to see and I want to know. And if I sit up here and see
But
something.
why would you put yourself through that?
Because
I wanna know.
Because he loved her.
So
Yeah,
he just
well, we make an agreement.
I'm not doing it because I
If
expect
we
her to
make
be
an
cheating
agreement,
anyway.
you my woman, I'm going to spy on my woman like I spy on my kids.
You gonna spy on your woman?
I spy on my woman and my kids.
That mean you don't trust her.
But them your kids.
He don't supposed to
Hey,
trust
listen,
her.
anything I care about, I'm gonna look after. I'm gonna do a double check.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. You've been dating this chick for 5 years. Y'all break up. Y'all separated for 2 years. You talking about you spinning the block. You never fucked her in the ass. She never asked you for the thumb in the ass, none of that. But then when y'all get back together,
She want all that done.
put your thumb in my ass. You really can stay
Jay,
with
I'm gonna say, wait a minute now. I don't remember this story playing out like
I
that.
learned this from Kevin. Can you still stick around?
No. If she came up with new shows, I don't remember
But
this
she
shit.
ain't grew up since she been away from you the 5, 6, 7
So
years.
5, 6 years.
Well,
Somebody
cause
came in.
hey, listen, I'm different. If a chick came and say, well, listen, I like fingers in the butt now and all this, I'ma say, wait, hold on, we gonna stop having sex. I'ma sit her upright and we gonna have a talk. I say, so what? Ask me how you been through. What have guys done?
Why
to
y'all
you?
having sex? You gonna have
I'ma stop because my penis gonna do this. Whoop, because you just told me, wait, take your thumb and stick it in my vagina and my ass. And say, I would say, wait, hold on. I don't know if I heard you right, but we need to talk about this.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I can't just act like I didn't hear that.
Oh my God.
Put your thumb.
Oh.
Have you asked the question?
So what?
That's the
So
question I asked. He responded.
what you think
okay.
about? What you think about spinning the block?
So hold on, Bert. Since let's say you spent the block and your ex came back, he said, well, listen here, baby. When I get ready to come, I want you to put your thumb up my butt.
Oh no, I'm not.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not gonna stop what we doing. I'm
He
just
said, Barb, I'm finna come.
I'm just gonna be like this.
Now,
My
put the
hands
thumb.
gonna be like this.
Come with the thumb now. Yeah, and then afterwards you tell you didn't fuck my cum up, Barb. Now I told you.
Oh
But he
my
already nutted, so that's all that matters.
No, it ain't the same nothing. Then he gonna be like, that was the same
Well,
nothing.
then I mean, I guess we won't be having sex no more then. But as long as he got off, my hands going up like this, cause that's good. I might have to get something.
Well, you know some guys out here like thumbs in their butt.
bacteria, and I ain't got no thumb ring on or nothing like that, and my hands going up just like this.
This is the one I'm.
Cause like, you know they make those thumb things.
Yeah, like
You
what
put
paper
on-
was
you
doing.
put on
your thumb condom.
Yeah,
Yeah, they put them on your. Yeah, you just gonna stick. Yeah, they
you ain't
make
never saw those.
those.
The thumb, and they got some with the little ring.
They got tongue condoms too.
How you ever use a thumb condom?
No, I haven't, cause none of the guys
I
have.
use
And that's what
bare
it's into that.
I made sure my nail clipped.
Bacteria.
That ain't nothing but bacteria. Don't do
You don't be
it.
worried about bacteria.
God, I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing. To me, if a guy asks me to do that, the first thing gonna go through my mind is why you want something stuck
Up
in
your
your
butt.
What's you got a secret?
You know, when I was younger,
Like,
I
I be
was
thinking
I
you-
go from the asshole to the vagina, and you know whatever dealing she have to deal with, she just have to deal with.
Yeah, but
Cause you didn't think about all that bacteria. You didn't know nothing about
yeah,
that.
you can't do that. Yeah, you
Well,
have
you
to
didn't know.
Yeah, when you were kids, yeah, you got
Yeah,
to
the only thing you was
And
thinking
kids,
about.
who was doing that as kids?
Yeah, and when we was young, we was
It
thinking.
was.
Only thing I knew
you know
was
what I'm
I was
saying.
talking-
I'm talking about 20, 22. That's
Listen,
kids.
once I hit up in my like early 20s, I was trying to put it.
Yeah.
Listen, I used to call, what's up with that 3-piece? All 3 hoes. That's how I used to hit them. What's up, baby? You talking about the 3-piece tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, but see, that's how you See, my whole thing, you wanted to turn women out. Because now that feel like you
They was
that put you
already
in another
turned
level.
out, dog.
No,
They
some
just
girls
played
Well,
was
some chicks was
already
giving up. They was giving
out
up. They was
there,
giving up the
12,
vagina,
13.
but niggas wasn't taking them down through that, Dre.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think, when we was getting them hotels downtown, women wasn't even used to getting through out a room yet.
So how important is sex in a relationship? And what if you had a mate that wasn't into switching up? She was just plain Jane.
She gotta-
Like she just like it one
She gotta
way.
go,
She
she
don't
gotta-
want to do different things. You know, some women don't like to explore.
Or he
Some
gonna
men
cheat.
don't like to explore. So would you stay with her, or would you say, baby, let's do some different things? You just plain Jane.
I'm gonna
So
say for
she ain't-
myself,
She ain't
Right,
yelling.
don't cheat.
I don't
Well,
be
she
jumping
don't-
off the top rope like I used to. I ain't got the time. I work 7 days a week. You know
So
what I mean?
this
And
bitch
now
ain't being that
then,
Dre.
I put up 50 points. But I ain't like the old Dre, you know what I mean? So I can't speak to
Well,
anybody
I'm
else.
small, bro. So when I have sex, I like to have sex in at least 3-4 different positions. I can't even come having sex in one position. If I'm just like we
You
doing
ain't
it,
got the right
So you
motherfucker.
like the person to do
I gotta build myself up. That's why if something go wrong, the show is over. A woman can't say the wrong thing. She can't do the wrong
is it?
thing.
The wrong
could she
thing
say that
during
to mess
sex?
it up?
Asking me questions about something I want to talk about.
During
You know,
sex?
women, yes. So where you was at last night? Are you gonna treat me right? I don't want to talk about none of that.
Should be asking
Boy,
that
that's
type of
some
shit.
crazy
doing sex,
ass
bro.
stuff.
Women want to talk.
You know why he go through that? Because he be trying to get in their mind.
Yeah, he
I
just
be-
Fuck
Fuck
they
Be
mind.
all in they dick.
I don't like talking
Dig that
during
pussy
sex,
out and
though.
keep it
Do you
pushing.
love
Hey,
me?
listen, I had sex with women. They asked me, "Are you gonna treat me right?" Come on, tell me this,
They
my
trying to
dick.
train you.
Well, they trying to train me, which is no
The same
mind.
way he be trying to train
Same
them.
way you met
Yeah, it's like
somebody
a
to
battle.
do to
They
you.
try to reverse
Oh, you met
psychology.
somebody to do to you.
Oh yeah, when I'm with a chick, I make her say, I said, "Who pussy is this, baby?" And
See,
I'm
I don't
fucking,
ask
and
them
she
questions.
just, well, because I understand the training part of the mind. So I'll make her repeat what I'm saying. Tell me who pussy this is.
What if she
Because
say
this-
Kevin?
Hey, Dre.
So
He
you gotta
said
get
the
the
wrong
She gotta
name.
go. She gotta go.
She gotta go.
But I have been called another
I was
man's
about to say,
name.
have you
during
ever
sex.
called
I
somebody
have
else's
too.
name
Yeah.
during sex?
But I can't continue for that
And I
either.
ain't talking about this wasn't a random
Was
chick.
it
This
by
was my
mistake?
girl.
Oh.
She came in, blowed one night from work,
You
having
think she was
drinking,
thinking
we
about that other
fucking.
nigga
They
while y'all
called
was
me.
having sex?
I know for sure she was fucking another nigga.
No,
That's
I
why
said, you
she
think she was thinking about that nigga while y'all was having
probably
sex?
so. But you know what I did? I packed my. I didn't pack
You
my.
trained her. Who pussy is this? It's yours, Kevin.
And you know what
So
I
now she
did?
trained.
He probably was
I
like,
wound
"Who
up
pussy?"
getting in the party, and I got the fuck on. I went
Did
to.
y'all continue to have sex, or you just stopped on
I
like?
wound up. I think I hit her maybe twice after that. But
No. When she said Kevin, did you stop?
no, I kept going. and got
You
my
was able
nut
to
off.
come? Nah, I couldn't come. Hell
Once
no.
I nutted, I set up. Who was Kevin? You know what I mean? I asked the question. You know what I mean? Once I'm in there, I'm in there. We'll talk about that shit later.
That's a bad motherfucker right there.
So if a man
I
called
think
you
I
another
would.
name, could you continue?
No,
I
I'm not. You gotta get up.
I'm like, hold on, get
Y'all
the
saying that
off
that
me.
nigga got y'all toes curling, y'all reaching for curtains. Y'all gonna go and take it.
I'm
And
with
then
him on
y'all
that,
gonna be
Dre.
like, who is
I
Samantha?
gotta be like, I'm like, what the fuck you
Matter
been
of fact,
saying?
it might be a fight that's gonna happen.
We might
after
start
that.
fighting in the big
They saying that they ain't had the right nigga in there. You got a nigga hitting that motherfucker pussy, choking you with the other hand and thumbing your asshole with the other hand.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
what he
He's
called.
somebody else's.
I'm talking.
I think that's a turn off. That's
that's
a
a
major
big
turn
turn.
off
That's major.
right there.
That mean you.
That mean your heart
that
into
means
it.
your head and you
Yeah,
ain't
she
thinking
definitely
about
your
me. Yeah, I'm just here for the convenience.
Dog,
And I'm
all
gonna
you trying to
stay
do is get your
you.
nut off. It don't matter. Y'all not in a
But
relationship.
you said this was your girl.
We talking about y'all sitting
And
in
this is my
somebody.
man.
See, we didn't say
Oh.
man. We didn't say
I don't
man.
give a fuck if that person ain't give some pussy. You still
Right.
like, listen, I'm hearing that person out. You
Well, I
need to
guess
figure
I'm
this shit out.
different. I was
Yeah,
just
you
trying to get my
you
nut
crazy
off.
anyway.
I got
We
the
know
fuck
you-
on.
we
I
know.
said, oh, that's what it
He
is.
just
Don't call me
crazy.
nobody.
Man, first off, I'm a firm believer in this.
After that,
Listen,
you blocked.
I'm gonna say this, and this is the realest shit ever. Out of all the women I've dated, the woman I'm with now, and maybe one other person, I felt like I can 100% trust that they ain't fucking nobody else. And I done dated a lot of women. The
And you've
other
been
one-
married twice.
Yeah, but not a trusting motherfucker because I know motherfuckers always show you signs that they're cheat. Motherfucker send a letter.
So how would a woman
text.
persuade you or make you believe she ain't cheating on you? How would you be able to be so sure of that?
When a person is more like, you can just tell the vibe when
Into you, then you into them.
That not just that, it's everything is about you. It's always about you, the call and the text, and I just want to hear you know what I mean? Trying to give you the passcode to their phone. Nothing is off limits, no secrets with them. When you got a motherfucker, got to go in the basement to talk, they got their passcode, they don't want to give you the passcode. You know what I mean? Like, even with my girl, she tried to give me the passcode. I'll be like, open it, I don't want your shit. You know what I mean? My thing is this. Just
but why
by
you do that?
offering
You don't want her to have yours?
No, it ain't that. It's because just that you offering, I trust you enough. You showing me all the stuff that you're a trustworthy woman. And like we filming right now. She at the crib. She at work. When I sit here and say, okay, go out and do this with your girl. If you ain't there, I ain't there. If a woman is not cheating, she don't come up with this mysterious shit. Well, I gotta go hang with the girls. I gotta go do this and that. Motherfucker out here popping her collar. They out all the time. Oh, Kiki birthday. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. They always got somewhere to be. You see what I'm saying? When a motherfucker, best place to be is up under you. Then that's something different.
That's real. I respect that.
So
Do you think a married woman or a woman that's in a committed relationship should be out in the clubs and they're, always outside?
No.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, for example, I done knocked a lot of married chicks off. If not knocked her, I done got a shot of head or something in the bar in front of everybody from a married chick. So it always start off like, oh, I'm married, I'm in love. Second drink.
But what if you had that same trust with your wife as you was just saying, like, what you got? But you just wouldn't want her out there like that because of.
I love both of my wives, but I didn't trust both of my wives. When I say I didn't trust them, I may have started off trusting them, but I did some fucked up shit. Like my first wife, I was getting money, I was young. So I was fucking all type of hoes and bullshitting. So I expected her to cheat on me because of the shit I was doing. Now with the second wife, when I got older, she just wasn't right. So see what I'm saying? Like, I done dealt with a lot of women that they put me in a position to say, you know what, I done did fucked up shit. So they may do fucked up shit. That's just what it is. And this vice versa. I don't care. Each one of us done dated somebody and say, you know what, this person gave me 100%. But we may just not have been attracted to them like that. You may be like, you know what, they 100, but I don't like this about them, and I'm so more infatuated with this other motherfucker. And the other motherfucker we know.
So do you think it's timing? Have a lot to do with timing?
No, it's because we choose fucked up. To me, I ain't trying to say all y'all, but I just feel like people in general, we choose what we like instead of what's best for us. Listen, me dating, coming up, I've always known the lighter the woman, the thicker the woman, the sluttier the woman.
Your attraction.
Them is your attraction because there's no restrictions. There's no, oh, I'm gonna make you wait. I meet you tonight. My woman is a quality woman. My woman is a good woman that's down for me, and she's done things that no other woman has ever done. Okay. So I'm gonna ride out with her. I don't give a fuck if me and her break up. Like, I've never been the type that if we broke up, I'm still bless you or whatever. She can call and ask me for anything if we didn't work out.
Oh, wow, okay.
Anybody else I broke up with, motherfucker can't call me for a ride to the corner store.
That's real shit then.
And that's just
but you know what I noticed too? Like, you'll see these guys and, like you say, you're attracted to light-skinned women, big butts, all that. You will see these guys and the women that they chase when they out there, they make the women they get at home.
They might just be trying to fuck though.
I'm just saying,
why though? Why is it? I don't know.
Good
total
women.
opposite. She got glasses on, pigtails.
Yeah, but see, he can trust her with his life.
Hold on.
Now,
who got the pigtails? The woman at home or the chick he chasing?
Yeah,
the woman at home.
Okay, I was about to say he ain't chasing no chick with pigtails.
You know what? She's going to get.
She's totally different.
She got the life insurance policy. You know what? She know where the keys to the safe at. You know what? Property's in her name. She's a safe bet.
Right.
So you know what? Men will marry the safe bet, but he prefer to have fun with high risk.
Yeah.
Most of the women, the light-skinned women, long hair, fat booties, is very high risk, and they
Fun,
usually, like
what
I
they
said,
call
the
them,
sluts.
fun girls.
They fun
Sluts.
girls. They get trips.
And they'll never get the rings.
They will get apartments. They may even get a car, but they'll never get the rings.
Listen.
Now they don't stay married, but they make it to the altar.
Listen, that means listen. If a whole
That's because a man put a ring on your finger don't mean he married.
Don't mean he gonna marry you.
No, I know
agree
some girls that marry, and you be saying, wow, he married somebody.
You know what that means? Her motorcycle gang was out cold.
But I'm saying some girls do make it to the altar. See, my thing is everybody be like, oh, marriage is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, marriage is a good thing.
Good thing,
but
really.
it's for anybody who
For the
wants to be
woman.
married, for the woman, whoever chooses to be married. But what I'm saying is that people can get the ring. It's just, can you stay married? That's the challenge. Staying married.
That's a
Not
bad
Well,
motherfucker.
not getting married.
Well,
The
Bob,
challenge is
most
staying
listen,
married.
Not only that, dating,
Staying married.
staying in the relationship.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's a hell of a
think. You and your dude been together for a
Staying in a
while.
relationship
Me and my
is
girl
hard.
been
Every
together
time
for a
you
while.
fall, you
So we
break up.
argue about
Yeah.
little bullshit.
Yeah, we
So
do
y'all,
too.
for y'all to
So
sit here and
it's
still
hard
stick
even
together,
maintaining a
that shit is
relationship.
deep.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
we argue about some shit. I
I've
be like, you
seen
should just
people
argue
can
with me about
date
that.
for 20 years, but they can't stay married 5.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
See, the
Staying married is a challenge.
And it's because women
It's a hell
have
of a
this
challenge.
expectation of a man once he married her. See, dating is different for a woman than marriage, but to a man it's all the
So why
same.
would the expectation change?
But that's what they do. They gonna expect for you to be the Superman now. He the same dude.
Why would it change?
And that's why.
Hold on, y'all. They expect us to come to the door as Superman, though, boy.
Well,
Not
I
after
don't think it
marriage.
would change
They
'cause you
want us
got
to come to the
married.
door.
Well, you
like
know
that.
what? See, I think it's best for
I think
a
women
man.
expect them to come in as a helpmate initially.
Hell no. Y'all don't
You
want
gotta
to
come
help
in-
me.
you gotta come in and use your
But some people, you gotta be
Especially a
Superman.
woman in survival mode. Yeah, that's
But
what
you
you're
don't
looking
fuck with
for.
no woman in survival mode.
But you
If
did.
a woman in
you don't
survival
do.
I
mode,
prefer you fuck with a woman in survival mode. That way, when you pull out your pocket and lay it on the nightstand, you already know what you did.
see, Drake. See, with me, I'm not looking for a woman that's looking for help.
Boy,
If
see,
I'm
But
messing
women
with,
don't need help. I think majority
It's a
of
lot of
need
women
some type
don't-
of help somewhere.
some women live beyond their means, and that's not my fault. If I'm looking to date a woman, I'm first of all looking for a woman that's content. I don't want a woman that's in survival mode because now that's going to make me do more for her, and then I still got to maintain my
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you what you should do, boy. This is what you should do. You done dated a lot of women, man. You gotta go down and get you somebody from like Alabama or something. Somebody used to just
The Southern hospitality.
yeah, they ain't used to a lot. So when the little shit you do, shit, bitch be like, God damn, this nigga bought me some flip
He don't
flops.
need no city woman. He gotta go get him a
I mean,
southern girl.
shit, the little
but
shit.
I
I know Paul gotta date somebody
they
who's on his
appreciate
level,
shit.
who's just like him. Paul can't date out of an ordinary person. He can't date
You
no
need
hood.
an ordinary
No,
person.
he can't date. I know he don't, cause it
He
wouldn't.
control her.
No hood rat, no ghetto
He gotta-
person,
whoever
lying
he date,
crazy.
he gotta have full
They
control.
have to be just like him
They gotta be
and
okay with
agree
being
with whatever
controlled.
he say.
If they like him, they not gonna be controlled.
If they like him, they be.
I wouldn't date a woman like me though, Dre.
Why not?
I would never date a woman like
It's
me.
gonna be a head walker.
You know what? I know I'm
Clash.
controlling. I know I can be selfish, but at the same time, I do want a woman that loves me more than I love her. I want a woman that care about me more than I care about her, because that will work for me. Because when I get in selfish mode, or when I get into, you know what, I don't want to be bothered mode, she's okay with that, and she's fall back into I'm ready to be bothered again.
I'm gonna tell you what you should do, boy. This is just a test strategy. Go buy you a piece of shit car. And when you
No,
go,
try that,
Hold
Dre.
on,
Try that. No.
Hold on. You gotta go out and meet a woman. If she accepts you with the piece of shit car and you always play broke, you can't be like, I own this and own that. You gotta play broke. If she fuck with you when you got nothing, then you can sit here and say, baby, this is what I got going on. If a woman already know you got something going on and you got more than her, you already the lick. She coming through. Eventually, he gonna open the wallet, and that's how they look at it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Back in the days, I may have tricked off through a lot of money and all that. I'm always,
It don't matter
I
what you
ain't
come
got
through
it.
with. I'm asking.
So you
I ain't got it.
always go crack on
That's
me.
cool, but what if he say he ain't got
So
it?
what
then
if he-
what?
If he ain't got it, he ain't got it.
You
So what
say-
if I got-
you don't stop fucking
If
with
I
it,
like
right?
him, I'm still gonna fuck.
See what I'm saying? That's why you gotta always say you ain't
I'm
got it.
still gonna mess
So
with
what
him.
if a guy tell you, he say, you know
Close
what,
mouths
I'm a
don't
little
get
short on
paid.
my rent this month. You think you can go ahead and spot me $500-600?
I mean, if I got it, it ain't gonna hurt me. And if I like him,
No, he'd be like, well, you know what, I need it, and you know what, I need you to come through.
if I don't like him,
well, you fucking with him.
Okay, I got 2 questions before we close out too. The first question is this: I've been seeing this going around a lot on Facebook and stuff about women having children by other men and expecting for the other guy to come in and take care of the children. Do you think it's wrong for that woman to ask? It's a 2-part question. Do you think it's wrong for that woman to expect that man to do for the other children, and then if he doesn't, do you think it's wrong for him to like take the kid home with like McDonald's or and stuff like that, and don't bring the other kids anything? Or should he just let his, because one of the clips I saw, the girl was like, well, you didn't buy the other kids McDonald's, you should have just let him eat in the car. So
you talking about the one when that man bought his kids something to eat and he didn't feed her other kids?
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But what I'm saying is that you don't think maybe he should have just said, okay, well, y'all can eat at my house and then y'all go home for the other kids.
No, I don't. See, Barb.
No, I'm just asking.
See, that's the bullshit. That the expectations that a woman try to set for a man to make him think he's less than a man. If my kids say I'm hungry and I feed my kid, if we at a park, we at home, we in the car, that's my responsibility. Just because the other kids is hungry, that don't mean it's on me to feed them.
See, I've been through that too. Like my oldest daughter, I've like fed her, and it's been sometimes like she had an older brother, I fed him too. But sometimes I would feed her before I dropped her off.
That's what I'm saying. To avoid him
because
feeling,
my thing is like I don't want.
the kids innocent in it.
Yeah, the kids is innocent, but it's not. But it's also not my responsibility.
I don't think that had nothing to do with the man. The kid
hold
being
on,
innocent.
let me also finish this. Me and my girl had a little argument about that, about stepping in and taking care of somebody else's child. But my thing is this: like, I think it depends on the woman. If you're a quality woman, a man gonna make sure his good plus yours. Now, if you a dusty foot, I'm not coming through making sure my ass good and taking care of another dusty foot ass nigga child because 2 dusty foots had a child together. See what I'm saying? So it depends on the
Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If she's still giving me the pussy sometimes, I would go a little further and I'll feed her kids too. Right. But if she want to do women, she in another relationship or she got married, I'm not doing shit for them kids.
If she moved on, you know.
Well, if she moved on and the relationship is no longer beneficial to me, I don't see why would I be a benefit to her and hers.
I agree.
So I'm gonna take care of mine.
I just asked since I've been seeing so many videos like that floating around, and where the little boy got a pair of gym shoes, and she was like, why you didn't buy? And I'm a product of that because my mother did that to my father. It was me and my sister, and my mother always told my father, don't bring one nothing if you don't bring the other one nothing. But the sad part about it was that my sister had a father, nieces, she had a father with aunties and uncles and things like that. So she always got things. I kind of thought that was kind of, my dad wasn't like that. If he bring me some food, he gonna bring food for everybody. If he give me a couple of dollars, he gonna give her.
He should have still.
He gonna give her a couple of dollars.
He should still be able to whip his penis on his head.
That was one of the things. That was one of the things that was. And so when I see videos like that, I kind of see that as just being a way to control the man, or the way to just keep your foot on a man's neck. Like,
so in order for the other kids to get something,
but the standard was only for mine.
And the reason why is because if you still able to use me, I should better still use you too.
He should have came.
If you using me financially, I should still be able to use you physically. You calling me, telling me, you know what? The kids is hungry. I'm telling you, you better make that plural.
Listen, 2 Big Mac meals, dig out.
But see, Dre, we at the point now.
I can't drink.
Dre, we at the point now where women will try to make a man feel less than a man just because he's standing firm on what's right. It's not no another man's responsibility to take care of another man's seed.
A lot of women make
and if she mismanaged her pussy and had multiple kids by different men, you can't sit up and say, well, I'm dating you now, and now you got to do this. No, baby, I'm dating you, not your kids.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, too. Oh, what y'all think about the one? Did y'all see the clip where the girl went on a date and took her friend?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Oh, that shit's too much.
She should have whooped.
No, she took her friend on a a date with her and expected for the guy to pay for the
It was
food.
only one man at the table, and it was her girl's
See,
cousin.
It was her birthday.
And it was her good friend's birthday.
Okay.
So when the check came, the friend brought like 3 or 4 other girls with them to the thing. So it's the girl birthday, and she's cool with the lady.
It was
with
about
the
6 friends, and
then
she
the other
expected him to pay.
So
when
when
he paid the whole bill.
she
I saw
expected
that.
him to pay for the whole bill because he was the only man
So
at the
this
table.
is what I would have
So
said.
this is a new thing going around. When you go out on a date, you
insane.
take your friends, or when you go out on a date, you take carry-outs home, or you want the man that.
But that's just like you go to a bar and a man
I
offer
think-
you a drink. He's not entitled to buy all your other girls' drinks too.
You're not entitled to buy her a drink. It's just a
Well, me
conversation.
and my girls. That's disrespect.
I think it's disrespectful for a man to walk up to a woman and say, "How you doing?" And she said, "Can you buy me a drink?" To me, that's
I
begging.
ain't never did.
I'm
That is begging.
gonna sit up here and say, "Well, listen here, baby. I'm not here to buy you drinks. I'm here to talk to you. So if you're telling me a conversation is going to cost me, I got a problem with that. Why
See,
should I have to pay?"
See, I
for
don't
back-
see no issue with that because she letting you know out the gate, I'm selling this pussy. That shit is for sale right now.
Well,
'Cause
if that's the
Starts with
stage,
the
it
conversation.
starts with the conversation.
If that's the
drink
stage,
and a
if that's the
cocktail.
So
stage-
if that's the case, let's jump. Fuck the drinks. Bitch, I got 200. What's up with that pussy?
okay.
See what I'm saying? So
that's
you
different.
gotta read the signs.
Well, that's
It's for
different. But if
sale.
she's sitting at the bar talking about, you know what, well, can you pay for my food or can you pay for the tab? The answer is no. And I think men need to start telling these women no. You ain't finna call me up to a restaurant when it's time to pay for
I
it.
had somebody
That's a
do that.
fool.
I had somebody do that
If you
to me.
had ate already and you enjoyed everything and you calling me and telling me about a real man, I'm asking, well, where your daddy at then?
Listen, I had a woman call me to Benihana's, like, come up here, let's have lunch together. When I get there, her and her girl was there and the food was done. They was finished eating and wanted me to pay for the bill. Remember the one I stopped fucking with because she wanted the Air Maxes. I go up in there, I say, damn. I said, you talking about having lunch together? I said, you and this chick done ate already. She's like, yeah, take care of the bill. I was like this.
Man, and now they call, they'll call a man.
Give a fuck.
Should threw some rice at her.
They will call a man
Not me.
They will call a man sassy. They will call me all these different names
that's
just
a woman
because
that
he
can't-
don't want to allow her to use him.
Just terrible.
I'm telling you, men need to start saying, you know what, baby, if you don't want to do right, you know, just don't call me no more. We got to be okay with walking away from these women because they don't want to treat us right. A lot of these men feel like a need that they have to be in these women's life, and they too worried about somebody else fucking on these women that they don't want to walk away.
That's only if a nigga ain't used to getting no pussy. Any man that's used to having sex, if a motherfucker say I'm gonna take this pussy away from you, like okay. It ain't like this the only pussy in the motherfucking world. You see what I'm saying? That shit works on motherfuckers that have low self-esteem, don't know how to talk to women, and you know what I mean? They just fucked up out here. One thing listen, my uncle, I'm gonna tell you the greatest gem my uncle gave me. This nigga was, to me, was like the Black Franz. This nigga was like, his funeral was 70% women crying over this man. When this nigga passed, before he passed, he told me this. I was like, man, I like a chick. What do I, you know what I mean, say? He say, listen, just say what you say, be who you are. He said, you're gonna hear more yeses than you're gonna hear no's. You hear no, just move it to the next one. He said, you're always gonna hear more yeses. And that shit is so simple, but people don't understand.
And people
Just
don't
be
do it.
you, say what you
People
say.
refuse
Either
to
she
do it.
fucking with you or she ain't fucking
Yep.
with you. Period.
And I don't understand, you know, I never seen a woman, you know, walk up to a group of guys and offer to pay shit. They ain't even leaving a tip. So I don't understand, and you know, we talk about on this show a lot about being fair. If she's not willing to do the same thing for you, what makes her okay thinking that it's okay to do it to you?
Yeah, but it's allowed. Once again, it's allowed.
Well,
and like you say, men need to stop allowing, and I do agree, men do need to stop allowing certain women to do certain things, because that's a new trend to me. I didn't know that was in style, bringing your friends to come eat and the man pay the bill, or I seen a girl go out and order like 3 or 4 different meals and then 4 drinks and said, well, you brought me on a date. Like you said, don't come hungry. But, you know, you brought me on a date, and she wanted him to cash out the bill. Or she had kids at home and she wanted to take food to her kids. And he said, I'm not dating your kids. I'm trying to get to know your kids. I'm trying to get you to know you. And she said, we a package deal. And he said, well, I guess the package just expired because I'm not buying your kids nothing and I'm not paying for this. And he got up and left. So I think some men is catching on to it. But, you know, yeah, it's just something you got to stand your ground. So ain't nothing wrong with telling nobody no.
And I don't want nobody to think I'm bullying or picking on women with kids, 'cause I'm not. But I think men gotta have the understanding of when you meet a woman with kids, you're not dating her kids. You're dating that woman. I get, you know what, you was in relationships before me, but I'm not gonna let that affect me financially. And I gotta think men gotta just start speaking up and speaking a piece in the beginning. Let a woman know where you stand at from the beginning. Don't let her start building momentum and then start expecting certain things from you that you know that's not right. Hey, y'all do some closing statements here? Yeah. Okay, you wanna start down on your end? You wanna start on your end, Joe?
Shit, I forget what he's talking about.
Just everything, sex, everything.
Well, my closing statement is, shit, save your money, buy pussy, and it'll be cheaper. Stop whining and dining. It's better to just outright, you know, get to the prize. She want to be whining and dining. Tell her, say, you know what, I'm trying to get distance. I got 200 for that motherfucker. Have fun, send her on her way.
I say, be you. Stand on business and be you. You know, men, stop going in here volunteering to take care of people's children and doing stuff like that. I mean, just men gotta be more firm. You gotta stand on business. You gotta stop letting these girls take advantage of you. Because like I said, you can only be treated how you allow somebody to do you, you know. That's how I feel.
Mine's gonna be simple. My closing statement's gonna be just stand on business. Your standards is your standards. If they don't meet them, let them go. And at the end of the day, make you happy.
Okay, in closing, you know, I'm gonna piggyback off what Dre said earlier. I think men should set standards for themselves and set standards for these women to follow and not allow women to mistreat you. I mean, women look at your money as their money. Women look at, you know what I'm saying, things that you may accumulate before you even own them as theirs. But they not including you in on none of their shit. If something was to happen to you, you think these women is going to still make sure your kid's right? No. Women do not take care of me and children after the relationship. So why are we doing it? If this woman no longer wants to give you sex or give you whatever she was giving you when y'all was in a relationship, she's not going to continue to take care of your kids after y'all done. So why are we doing it? We need to start talking to other men. We need to start coming together and just telling each other, you know, it's okay to tell these women no. It's okay for a woman to leave you. That don't mean kill yourself because a woman don't want to be with you no more. We got to be okay with women leaving us, and we have to start setting standards for the women to follow. So thank you guys for tuning in. Another conversation.
Freestyle Sunday.
Fuck that bitch and them kids.